another way healthcare can be out of reach of those who may truly need it. Americans pay more for prescription drugs than any other nation, and there are growing questions. Why? Is it really just the invisible hand in the marketplace, or is something more nefarious at work? Answers now from America Tonight's Michael Oku with a big insider telling it like it is.
Martin Shkreli may be one of the most honest businessmen around.
You know, this is a capitalist society, capitalist system, and capitalist rules.
But he's also one of the most reviled.
People, not profit.
The backlash started in September when his former company, Turing Pharmaceuticals, raised the price of a treatment used by HIV patients called Daraprim from $13.50 a pill to an astonishing $750. A 5,500% markup, practically overnight. After wavering on whether or not to drop the price, Shkreli said something in an interview with Forbes that's worth highlighting, because it's true for any CEO of a for-profit company.
No one wants to say it. No one's proud of it. My investors expect me to maximize profits, not to minimize them or go half or go 70%, but to go to 100%.
Because while it may have been, frankly, appalling, the price hike wasn't illegal.
It's legal, is the bottom line.
Mark Baum is the CEO of Imprimis Pharmaceuticals.
And you can see, for example...
Baum took America Tonight behind the scenes at their laboratory in Irvine, California, to help us understand how drug companies come up with their prices.
To the outsider, it looks like they've got a product and they basically stick a label on it that's the most expensive price that they can come up with.
Right. Most companies will try and get as much money for a drug as they possibly can.
In response to Turing's price hike, Imprimis Pharmaceuticals took the industry by surprise, releasing an alternative to Daraprim for just $1 a pill.
Why only $1 per pill?
We're dealing with people that are in pain, that are suffering, that really need these medicines. And we hear directly from them.
Is Turing a bully in a playground?
They're taking advantage of a monopoly opportunity, and that's not the way I think pharmaceutical companies should behave.
But Baum says that Shkreli isn't the only one to blame.
There are a number of companies. You know, Turing's not the biggest offender, but there are many out there that are doing this. Any other issues?
The Turing incident provided an opportunity for a different approach, one that Baum says is ethical and prudent.
How do you reconcile the fact that you're a businessman in a business trying to make a bottom line on the one hand, and that you have a moral obligation to the patient on the other?
We don't do, with any of our drugs, what you've seen Turing do. We just don't do that as a company. That's against our value system as a business.
The danger of exploitation looms larger than in a host of other businesses.
Particularly with these life-saving medicines. And I have to tell you, I think there are many, many pharmaceutical companies, though, that are empathetic, but I just haven't seen that as a part of the discourse with Martin Shkreli or with a lot of these other CEOs.
But Imprimis also has its critics.
You know that there are cynics out there who are going to say that your pricing of Daraprim is a PR stunt.
You know, the idea that it's a publicity stunt is absurd. What they really, anybody that says that needs to get in the car, drive over to a hospital and meet a patient that's suffering from one of these diseases. These people can't afford these drugs. This is not a joke for them.
What's your most expensive drug? I mean, I have to assume they're not all $1 a pill.
We have drugs that are, you know, quite a bit more than $1 a pill. They do get, you know, we have drugs that are, patients spend several $1,000s a month for. Nothing that is $80,000. We're not one of those companies.
Baum believes in ethical pricing. He stopped short of calling for more regulation.
Should there be some sort of oversight?
I don't think price fixing, price caps are necessary. I think companies should be free to price things how they wish. If someone like Turing wants to charge, you know, $750 for a medicine that the day before might have been $13 a pill, they have every right to do that. And we just want to have the right to price ours at 99 cents.
Martin Shkreli, Turing's former CEO, was arrested this month and charged with securities fraud. While the charges aren't related to the now infamous price hike, the Shkreli saga could still serve as a cautionary tale for other industry leaders. If not, it's consumers who will continue to pay the price. Michael Oku, Al Jazeera, Irvine, California.